If you're new to the channel, or even if you're not and you're a regular but you haven't done already, please hit the subscribe button. We really want to push on and build this channel. We really want to get to 10,000. It's a long, arduous journey to that magical number, but I believe with your help we can manage that here.
You know, us at our best have to have everybody fit and firing. When we have been, that's been the key and a major part of us gaining big performances and results. So obviously, when that doesn't happen, and you've got some major players out, it's going to affect me with the selection. You know, I chuckle at times when the big clubs talk about even Saturday, and that's no criticism of the big clubs, but it is a bit of a chuckle when they say Aguero's out and Kevin De Bruyne's out, and you still see the strength and the depth of some of these squads. So it is going to stretch us in this period when we can't call upon the likes of McBurney for a big period, Mousset for a big period, O'Connell, Zanderberg. And you've seen it. It's gone right the way through the group. It's unprecedented in my time here, but we get on with it and we produce performances of character like we have done last week, and we have to keep doing that. But hopefully we get players back. Ollie coming back is a big boost for us. Getting him on the pitch on Saturday was great. So he can give us that boost at the top of the pitch as well, and a few more back. There's not any players really that are going to be out for the season. John's back playing. His brother Jimmy obviously played for a couple of months this season, but John's back now. His twins gone back up to Glasgow to play in the Islands League or whatever league it is. So brilliant to have John back, and he's such an important player when he's playing in the manner that he's doing. It's the Premier League, and every game is an incredible, difficult challenge, and this one's going to be a difficult challenge in front of us now. I talked about it. Yeah, do we think it's a must-win game? I think it's, let's not kid ourselves. Of course it is. We've got to get a result. We've got to get a win. To give ourselves a fighting chance to close the gap. The teams that we're going to come up against, we've got to win games of football, but it's still the Premier League, and it's still incredible challenges in front of us, but ones that we are really looking forward to, and I sense that in the players. They're looking forward to Tuesday night, and they're looking forward to the weekend, and hopefully we can build on what's happened over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and give it a right go and pick some points up. They've got an incredibly experienced manager, a great operator in this level, England manager, and who's never been relegated, and who's pulled rabbits out of hats left, right, and centre in these positions before, and will be desperate for a result, and he will believe as well that if they beat us on Tuesday night, that they've got a fighting chance of staying up. So it's a big game for both clubs, but from my point of view, of course, there's been some huge opportunities missed or points chucked away that would have obviously helped us in our quest to stay in the Premier League.
So after a decent performance against Man City, we move on to West Brom. It's going to be a tough game. They'll play on aerial set pieces, bombardment when they can get forward, and we're not brilliant at that. It wouldn't surprise me if it were a 2-2 draw. Brighton beating Tottenham tonight, I think we've got too much to do. We always had too much to do to stop up, but looking for players to get some confidence, get some results, show some counter to show battle. But then we'll see where it takes us.
Hello, we're back again, the Tufty Club. Well, 2 out of 3 of us. We didn't actually mention this last time. David did the introduction and forgot to mention who we are. So I'm Mark. This is Dead Bat. As you may know, we are the Tufty Club. I'm sure it'll say at the bottom here. It's like I'm on Strictly Come Dancing or something, isn't it? But even worse there than Winkleman. But yeah, so it's been a big week. 2 2 games in Manchester. Again, we're playing on Tuesday. Games are a bit like Ollie Burke, come thick and fast. So what are you thinking about this one?
A little bit harsh on Oliver Burke, but
You're the one that called him thick. I think.
Now, firstly, just say, apparently we don't look like what people thought we looked like. You did look like what somebody thought you looked like, but apparently I should have been 50 stone bigger. So I'm sorry I've disappointed you. I'll try and eat a bit more for the next few weeks and see if I can live up to what people's image in their mind is.
Yeah, big game coming up. I know we're as good as relegated, but it's our nearest team. And
it's the one that surely all the people around the world globally are waiting for. You know, Liverpool, Man City, you know, to me, it's just not the same. This is the big one. You know, West Brom v Blades, bottom v second bottom. You know, whoever wins this potentially could finish second bottom. You know, it's huge. It's absolutely huge.
All to play for.
Yeah, it's all to play for. The battle to not be the shittest team in the Premier League. And for what it's worth, I think we've got a great chance of not being the shittest team in the Premier League.
Yeah, we've given ourselves a much better chance, haven't we? That obviously unexpected win at Man United. Really, really good performance, game plan wise against City, apart from a couple of errors that cost us. Yeah, we're looking something like, aren't we? A lot of players that were out of form are actually playing their way into form. Thinking obviously Fleck and Norwood in particular, but a few of the defenders that didn't look anything like have come back stronger.
Yeah, I mean the form wise, we what was it 3 wins out of 5. Obviously lost to City and Spurs, but that's my cat. We definitely look more like the side we were. We're getting there. Obviously a season too late. But we're getting there. We got the Battle of the Extras as well on Tuesday night. The aforementioned Oliver Burke against Callum Robinson. Definitely think we've got the better of that deal.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely. I think the joke at the start aside, and let's, for the record, it wasn't me that called him thick initially. It's somebody else on this podcast. But yeah, it doesn't look the finished article by a long shot. You know, it's like his legs work faster than his body, which in turn works way faster than his brain, and he just, he falls over sometimes. But it looks like he's going to be a decent player for us, and yeah, I think we've got the better end of the deal.
I'm confident for Tuesday tea time. I think we're going to win 2-1.
You what?
Yep.
You're the most pessimistic person I know, so you've surprised me. That yeah, I mean, we said it on just recorded the podcast after the City game. And yeah, we said, didn't we, that we go with the team that we've pretty much had for the last few years. I think it's the team to go with. You've got Burke being able to come off the bench. I'm going to be less optimistic. I think you mentioned it on the pod as well that they're a good away team, West Brom. I think we'll put up another good showing. We might squeak it 2-1, but I've got a feeling it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
Just about woken up from the second half of the game against Man City. That said, Fleck's volley did wake me up a bit, and it was pretty, Fleck's volley did wake me up. We've just taken on the 2 towers of Manchester. I think we did much better than any of us expected, really. The fact that we came out of both of those games with a level goal difference and 3 points, amazing. Another win. Obviously, we lost against Man City. That was pretty much of a dead game, really. But now we go on to West Brom. West Brom is probably got a little bit of pessimism. It's going to be one of those games where if we lose, it'll be right back down to earth and going, yep, we should have never believed in the first place. And if we win, it just gives us more false hope. Now, I mean, there's still a very long way to go. That win against Man U has annoyingly sparked up some optimism in me about the resurrection. It would be amazing. It would be amazing. But, I think it's sort of the perfect fixture. West Brom at home, West Brom at home. We've had one very good result, one decent performance with a not too bad result against the best team in the league, let's be honest, given that even they've got a few players out. And now we've got West Brom, and I mean, I thought last time we lost to West Brom, I thought that is it. That is the nail in our coffin. But if we win this, maybe, the stone will roll away from the tomb. Who knows?
Right then, West Bromwich Albion coming up at home. God, this could be big. Could be really big. I've been saying at Willie that we're down for a very long time now. But part of me, if we win this game, part of me will be like, there's a chance. There's a chance we can stay up. Watching Ian Wright on Match of the Day got me going a bit. I'm not buying into it yet, but if we win that game, I'm sure there will be a bit of me that I can't control, thinking we can turn this round. And I do think it's a game we should win. They're not on the greatest of form. Did well in the derby against Wolves the other week, but other than that, they're looking to concede a lot of goals for a Sam Allardyce side, and I genuinely think they are a very, very poor Premier League side. I think we're a better side than they are. I think we should have beat them away, but obviously that was just not us taking the chances, so if we can be a bit more clinical. Didn't catch any of the City game because I was elsewhere, so I couldn't catch it, but from what I heard, spirited performance in the vein of how we played against Man United, so it's upward signs. And even if we do go down, we just want to go down playing like this and actually showing, we're capable and this is what we're up for. Also, sidebar, John Fleck, he's back, and that's amazing to see. Come on, you Blades.
Hi guys, just recording a video for Johnny at Shoreham View. If someone had said to me last week, you got Man City coming up and you can have 3 points, I'd have snapped your hand off. If someone had said to me you can have 3 points and a 5-0 defeat at Man City, I'd have still snapped your hand off. So coming out with that way, an equal goal difference, perfect really, positive result. As it stands, it's positive, it's all looking good, the players are looking good, Fleck's looking really good, he looked really, really good against Man U and Man City, and that's a positive to take because so far he's not hit the highs that he hit last season. On to the next game, West Brom, massive, massive, massive game. We have to win to have any sort of realistic chance of staying in this division. And at the moment, it's an unrealistic proposition to make, but the realism could be there. If we can get onto 11 points, which is lowest points total ever, and people stop laughing at us, then it's the next step. Move another place up, and get to fourth bottom. Make it, like Wallace said in his interview, make it competitive down to the very last kick of the very last day. If we need a goal in the 97th minute or something daft, and someone can get in and get that goal, just make it competitive. Ollie Burke, another goal, that's what my bet's going to be. Come on, Blades.
So, my thoughts on Man City game was, it was what we asked for again. It was a much better performance. I'm so glad to see the back in form Fleck playing for us. He just can control the midfield so well, and they're all playing well at the moment and playing with confidence and fight. So let's take it into West Brom game, and I can see us actually beating West Brom. I know it's not going to take us off the bottom, but it's going to give us a big step, and just getting off the bottom could do us the world of good. I want to see Sharp up front again with McGoldrick, because I think their actually work ethic against Man United were amazing. Apart from that, probably the same team. So maybe Keane Bryan back in, because I don't think he played well Man U match. So, but we'll see who's going to replace him for, because obviously Egan will be playing. So we'll see. Hopefully for 3 points and then march on. Well done. Come on, Blades.